take revenge on the president, the scheming man secretly drugged his wine. He arranged a group of beautiful women and reporters at the entrance. They were just waiting for the president to lose control so that his reputation would be ruined. However, when the president was about to return to his hotel room, he suddenly ran into his secretary who came to report on work. But the feverish president couldn't care anymore. He directly pulled the woman into the room. Little did he know, the woman had secretly loved the president for years, so she didn't resist his advances. However, the woman still asked the president if he had someone he liked. It wasn't until she heard the president say that the person he liked was her that she agreed to have a relationship with the president. The next morning, the woman planned to sneak away. However, just as she stepped out, she ran into the scheming man from yesterday. The scheming man angrily punched the wall. He thought for sure the president would embarrass himself last night, but he never imagined that he would wait outside the hotel until midnight without seeing the president. At that moment, the scheming man saw the woman and immediately went over to chat her up. However, to avoid awkwardness, the woman briefly exchanged pleasantries and prepared to leave. Unexpectedly, the activities from last night left the woman with unbearable abdominal pain, so the woman agreed to let the scheming man take her home. After all, the scheming man was her father's personally arranged blind date for her. When the scheming man learned that the woman was going home to celebrate her father's birthday, he immediately suggested going along, and the woman, without thinking much, agreed. When they arrived home, her father thought that the woman and the scheming man were already in love, so he directly held their hands and tried to place them together. But at that moment, the woman suddenly recalled the president's ambiguous words from the night before, so she quickly withdrew her hand. She lied, claiming she had work the next day and needed to rest early. Her father merely thought she was too shy, so he told the scheming man to be more patient with her. The next day, the woman went to work but didn't see the president for a long time. At first, the woman thought the president had collapsed from last night. Unexpectedly, in the next second, she saw the president arrive at the office with the scheming woman. It turned out that when the president groggily woke up and stepped out, he ran into the scheming woman who had discussed the contract the previous night. After a brief conversation, the scheming woman immediately realized that something must have happened to the president last night. So, in order to climb up the ranks through the president, she lied, claiming that she was the woman who had been with him last night. Upon hearing this, the president was very grateful to the scheming woman. He even immediately decided to let the scheming woman take over the other woman's job. However, before the president could speak, the woman thought the president was about to reveal what happened last night in front of everyone, so she quickly covered the president's mouth. This action directly shocked everyone in the company. But then, the president forcefully pushed her hand away. He said that, due to her poor job performance, the scheming woman would now take her position. After saying that, he turned and left without looking back. The woman shed tears of sadness. Just last night, he had personally said he liked her, yet today, he had directly fired her. While the woman was heartbroken, the scheming woman came over to comfort her, telling her not to be sad. The woman then poured out her grievances to the scheming woman. She said she had run into the drugged president at the hotel last night. Upon hearing